chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with their opponents.
Go now. 60 or. Check right, check right. Fire.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Hey, Alpha. Go.
To throw, it's McCown. That's caught by Jackson. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Here's Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, high 7. Hey. You got 3, Three down. Let's 57, right. Push him back. Hey, Echo. Let's go.
Now McCown. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Here I come again. Hey, Foxtrot.
Working from the gun, McCown. And the pressure gets to him again. Deion Jones, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Corey Coleman back deep to return. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20.
Ready to break.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, Sam off. Now.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Let's see what you got. Go. Hey, Charlie.
McCown looks to throw on 3rd. This is caught by Jackson. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
1st down, Eagles.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's McCown. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
I got you, boy. Bravo.
Here's McCown to throw. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Yeah. Hey, check. Buzz.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Go.
McCown to throw on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ertz. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. McCown going to throw. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Sponge. 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 No, no, no.
General West. Now.
Off play action. Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
You ain't doing nothing today. Rock it.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Go.
Check, nickel. Check.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Nigel Bradham brings him down. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise against these Eagles last year pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches.
Set. 70. Indy.
I got one.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 27.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey.
At the 31-yard line.
57 to Mike. 57.
Go.
McCown looking to throw. And he finds finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's McCown. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action, McCown. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. McCown now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. They'll run with Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Tight end Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Alert, alert. Let's go.
Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Right there. Oh, days, baby.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Shift. Now.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's it. Big hit.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
I got you. I got you.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Now Jones. And that will be incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, McCown, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check. Greystone, Travis. Go. Bumps out the helmet. Here we go. No. Check that. Hey. High 7. Let's go. Hit it.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes.
Here we go! 90, Wolf!
Here we go. Tight into the right.
Yep.
Tight into the right. Move. 3 down.
Hey, Echo!
52, right 52. Wildville.
Let's go!
Jones from the gun on 3rd down, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They fake the give. Now McCown. Caught by the tight end Ertz. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, Foxtrot!
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Ready?
Play action. Now McCown. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. B.J. Hill able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Come on, set! 60 Pittsburgh!
Let's get that home.
Hey, exit!
Hey, check right
Yes, yes!
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Snap comes at 1. McCown. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Bound to lose one. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 52.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere. Go.
The toss out to Barkley. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Gone.
Use the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Check it. Hey, Charlie.
Patrick.
5.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On play action, it's McCown. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey.
Hey, check Mike 21.
No.
Check Mike 21. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. It's a party now. What?
Hey, Delta.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey. Hey, check.
McCown.
I'm going back to you.
Completes it to Aguilar. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Check.
Go.
Motion. Reset.
Bravo. Deep grip.
Now McCown. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
47's the mic. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. And let's get that now.
McCown to throw for it on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. The running backs in this game for both teams, very good friends. Of course, college teammates Saquon Barkley and Miles Sanders. Sanders had to sit behind Barkley and wait for his opportunity in 2018. He took advantage of it, parlayed it into a second-round pick, and now these guys get to go against each other 2 times every year in the NFC East. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Okay, ready?
52's the mic. Check.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot.
Let's go.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
61, matchbox lights.
36,
5.
Mike 57.
So after the INT, it's McCown now. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
McCown incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch 18.
Let's go now. 10 over.
Hey, they scared.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 57. Man, that's
Yes.
57's Mike 57. Who that?
Hey, Zoo.
GOYARD2487's, Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
There go.
From the gun on third, McCown. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Steps away to his left.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Go. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Mike 27.
Let's go.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Third down and 11.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Check 52.
Go.
Defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Right 50. Go.
We don't want this. Right 52. Watch the flood.
Speed grip.
Here's Jones on third down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, Eagles.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now McCown. Dancing to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alec Ogletree in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. To try again after the sack. McCown. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 3, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Wahoo! Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
And a play fake. McCown. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. That one caught by Ellison. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Look at me. Door. Hey.
Ringo.
Hey. High 7.
Hey, Mike 52. Hey, here we go. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Here I come.
Jones now operating from the gun. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey.
52's the Mike, boys. 52.
Watch the run. Shift. Let's go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now! Let's go right here.
Go!
52, right 52.
Watch twist. Big rip.
They'll run with Barkley. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
18 Gator. Yep. Now.
On 2nd down now, Barkley taking it right down Broadway, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final minute, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime and ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Stays on his feet. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And this will get them all the way inside the Giants' 10. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
57, Mike, 57.
McCown to throw. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, foxtrot.
To throw is McCown. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
57's the mic, Rock 57. In your face.
Yeah.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
I'm coming, baby.
Hey, exit.
57's the mic, 57's the mic. I got you, punk.
One final try for McCown. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for the Giants, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the